I used to be a farm teacher to PN, practical nurses, and registered nurses. And this is one of the resources I give to my clients who are studying for their NCLEX exam is the NCLEX Tutor. And it has top meds to know for NCLEX. And as you can see that it is updated for this year. But these are a list of meds. And what I usually recommend you guys to do, again, you would go to nclextutor.com, the nclextutor.com, is that you want to get an idea of these medications. You want to know these medications. You want to do drug cards, and I usually recommend that you do limit your drug cards. I do have a sample drug card on Etsy to kind of, because I like to highlight information and get the most needed information on a drug card instead of being bombarded with a lot of stuff. So I do have a farm question for you today. The nurse works on a medical surgical unit and cares for a patient receiving Lanoxin, also known as digoxin, and furosemide Lasix. The nurse knows that which of the following, if reported by the patient, must be addressed immediately. Okay, so scenario. So we have a patient that's received receiving dig and Lasix, and what needs to be reported immediately. As always, I recommend you get a sheet of paper. You not only write down your answer, but you also write your rationale, because when you look at that rationale, you want to see if your rationale answer aligns with that rationale. That's how you become thinking like a nurse, if you will. All right, so pair the key words: Lanoxin, Lasix, immediately, assessed immediately. And so here we're looking at the relationship between two medications, and they want to know, do you know these symptoms that can happen if they're taking these two meds? So is it A, low blood pressure and dark urine, B, stomach upset and headache, C, vomiting and halos around lights, or D, night sweats and headache? Pause and go ahead and select your answer, write your rationale. Hey, you guys, so Lanoxin and Lasix, dig, often used for heart failure. One of the problems is that Lasix is a potassium wasting diuretic, right? It's a loop diuretic, potassium wasting, and low potassium puts people at risk for what when they're taking dig? If you guessed it, you're right. It puts them at risk for dig toxicity, right? Knowing those numbers and knowing those symptoms, which can involve halos, green lights, vomiting. GI problems are usually the early on symptoms, and they can have double vision, blurred vision, etc. So Lasix can cause loss of potassium. If it's taken, they can become toxic and experience these symptoms, right? So again, look at the relationship. What is that question asking you? It's medications and assessment, medication and tests, conditions. What is it asking you? All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Remember, you got this. How can you lessen the intimidation with these questions? Look at these relationships. What are they asking you? Get to the meat of the question. I'll talk to you guys soon. You got this. Take care of yourself. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll be coming out with something soon to help with the mindset of taking your NCLEX. Talk to you guys soon.